As we enter the enriching years between 50 and 75, life begins to move at a different pace. We've gained clarity from experience, learned how to navigate complex relationships, and, perhaps most importantly, discovered that not everything needs to be said aloud. In fact, discretion can become one of our greatest tools for preserving dignity, peace of mind, and personal autonomy. In this thoughtful reflection, we'll explore 9 things you should avoid disclosing as you age, especially in a society like the United States, where privacy and perception often intersect in complicated ways. These quiet truths can help you protect your legacy, command respect, and maintain a life led with intention and grace. 1. Never reveal your exact age. Although age is just a number, it's often one of the first things people ask. Unfortunately, in a culture that glorifies youth, revealing your age can lead to unconscious bias, assumptions about your health, abilities, or even relevance. Age discrimination is real, even if illegal, and people may begin to treat you differently once they know how many birthdays you've celebrated. Instead, focus on the quality of your life, not the number of your years. When you keep your age private, you control how others perceive your vitality, purpose, and future. Life is measured not by the candles on your cake but by the moments that take your breath away. 2. Keep your financial status to yourself. Money, though essential, is one of the most sensitive and polarizing topics. By your 50s or later, you may have built up wealth, or you might still be working toward stability. Regardless of your financial position, keep it to yourself. Talking about your finances, whether you're affluent or facing challenges, can open the door to judgment, unrealistic expectations, or even resentment. Friends or relatives might feel entitled to your support, or worse, make assumptions about your life choices. There's wisdom in the phrase, "Wealth whispers, money shouts." Let your life reflect your values, not your bank account. Quiet financial privacy allows for dignity, independence, and freedom. 3. Don't air family conflicts publicly. Every family has its struggles, misunderstandings, rivalries, or long-standing rifts. But as we get older, family becomes a cornerstone of emotional support. Sharing family drama outside the family can fracture trust and invite unnecessary gossip or judgment. Keeping family matters private reflects respect and loyalty. It gives space for healing and reconciliation without outside interference. Even if past tensions exist, maintaining that boundary ensures your family's dignity remains intact, and personal relationships have a chance to grow. 4. Let go of the need to share regrets. With age comes reflection. You may recall missed opportunities, wrong decisions, or moments of pain. But constantly revisiting or vocalizing past regrets can weigh down your spirit and your present relationships. Healing often happens in quiet reflection, not in repeated storytelling. Keep your regrets personal, not because you should suppress your feelings, but because they deserve to be honored privately, without judgment or pity from others. 5. Limit what you share about your health. By our 50s and 60s, health becomes a more significant part of daily life. Managing chronic conditions, medications, or doctor visits is common. But sharing too many health details, especially in casual settings, can turn you into a medical case in people's minds. When others know too much, you may receive unsolicited advice, pity, or even misinformed opinions. Preserve your identity by protecting your health story. You are more than your diagnosis. You are a vibrant person with purpose and wisdom that far outweighs any pill bottle. 6. Keep your intimate life private. Love and intimacy don't end with age, in fact, they often deepen. But in a culture that stigmatizes the romantic lives of older adults, it's wise to protect your most personal relationships from the spotlight. Sexuality is sacred. Talking openly about your romantic life can lead to misunderstandings, assumptions, or even inappropriate curiosity. By keeping this part of your life private, you preserve the intimacy and trust that makes your relationships meaningful. 7. Give quietly and without announcement. Charity, volunteering, and helping others bring profound joy. But as you give more, let your giving speak for itself. Publicizing donations or service can sometimes feel like self-promotion, even if unintentionally. True generosity requires no applause. Giving in silence respects the dignity of those you help and keeps the focus on the act rather than the giver. When you give quietly, your impact grows deeper, more meaningful, and rooted in humility. 8. Avoid retelling old insults or grievances. As life unfolds, we all face moments of betrayal, humiliation, or deep hurt. But as we age, it becomes even more vital to release old pain. Repeating these stories can trap you in a cycle of bitterness or resentment. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing peace over the past. Letting go of old slights and not broadcasting them gives your soul room to breathe, grow, and move forward with grace. 9. Guard your personal beliefs and mantras. Whether it's a spiritual practice, a daily affirmation, or a deeply held philosophy, your inner beliefs are powerful tools that anchor you. But sharing them too freely can dilute their power, especially if others challenge or mock them. These convictions are your quiet companions. Not everyone will understand them, and they don't need to. Keep them close. Their true strength lies in the personal solace and direction they give you. The final thoughts: wisdom lies in silence. From age to finances, health to belief, and intimacy to giving, some things are simply best kept to yourself. As we grow older, privacy is not secrecy, it's protection. These 9 unspoken truths serve as a guide to living a life of authenticity, respect, and quiet strength. Remember, your dignity is preserved not in what you share, but in what you choose to keep sacred. If you found this message helpful or inspiring, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And if it didn't resonate, your perspective is still appreciated. Thank you for being here, wishing you peace, power, and the freedom to live your truth.